Welcome to Hacker Hacks, your ultimate source for the latest in cybersecurity and hacking news. In today's episode, we'll be covering a wide range of topics, including a critical Outlook vulnerability, a ransomware gang's latest attack, major data leaks, and the future of US cybersecurity policies. Plus, we'll delve into the stolen Bitcoin recovery saga and how hackers are targeting employees. Stay tuned for a deep dive into these crucial cybersecurity events. Microsoft has confirmed a critical vulnerability in Outlook rated 9.8/10 on the CVE scale, CVE 2025 21298. The vulnerability, caused by a flaw in the Windows object linking and embedding mechanism, can be triggered by opening a malicious rich text format document commonly sent via phishing campaigns. This allows attackers to execute arbitrary code and gain full system control, potentially compromising sensitive data. Microsoft has released an update urging users to patch immediately. For those unable to patch, a workaround is to open RTF files as plain text in Outlook. This vulnerability poses significant risks to organizations and individuals. FBI agents in Florida thwarted a kidnapping plot involving four men, Evan Puckett, Trevor Neal Zachary Biggs, and Aaron Hammond, who planned to kidnap a Miami jeweler to steal $2 million in cryptocurrency. The plot was exposed on January 6th after a confidential informant tipped off authorities. The suspects, who communicated via a group chat, planned to hold the jeweler captive until he handed over the crypto. They were arrested on January 13th after agents set up a sting operation. The suspects face charges of kidnapping, conspiracy attempted kidnapping, and robbery. All four men are in jail awaiting a January 21st court appearance. A new ongoing Google hack attack called the perpetual hack targets advertisers by impersonating Google ads and leading them to fake login pages to steal credentials. The attackers then hijack accounts in real time, using them to deliver malicious ads and immediately add new victims to the pool of compromised accounts. Malwarebytes calls it the most extreme malvertising operation they've tracked, affecting thousands of customers globally. Google is working to reverse the damage and strengthen protections, but warns users to be cautious of sponsored ads and phishing attempts. Google continues to enforce policies against malicious ads, removing billions of harmful ads annually. On January 16, 2025, the Biden administration rolled out an executive order to address rising cyber attacks on U.S. government agencies and critical infrastructure. The order enhances sanctions against malicious actors and requires federal software vendors to demonstrate secure development practices. It also includes guidance for secure software updates, and cloud services establishes cybersecurity standards for companies working with the federal government and initiates AI-based research to protect critical infrastructure. The order aims to deter hackers from China, Russia, Iran, and ransomware groups, with bipartisan support expected. It will go into effect in 2027 for certain cybersecurity standards. In 2024, India's largest cryptocurrency exchange, WazirX, was hacked for $235 million. Japan, South Korea, and the US linked the attack to North Korea's Lazarus Group. The Delhi High Court has called for responses from the Government Reserve Bank of India and others regarding WazirX's security practices. Justice Sachin Datta stated that WazirX would be held financially accountable if the breach was its fault, rejecting the notion of a mere apology. The RBI, which said it doesn't regulate platforms like WazirX, was criticized by the judge for potentially ignoring crypto's risks to India's financial system. Hackers identifying as the Belson Group have leaked data from approximately 15000 Fortinet firewalls, which they claim was obtained in 2022 through a vulnerability, CVE 2022-40684. The leaked files containing IPs, passwords, and configurations were analyzed and confirmed to be genuine. The exposed data includes usernames, password certificates, and firewall rules, and is categorized by country. Although the data is from 2022, it still poses a risk as many affected devices remain online. Security experts advise Fortinet customers to review when they patched the vulnerability as the leaked data includes valuable device configurations. The Clop ransomware gang claims to have breached 59 organizations by exploiting a vulnerability in Clio's enterprise file transfer products, Lexicom, VL Transfer, Harmony. Clop named these victims on its dark website, threatening to release stolen data unless ransoms are paid. Covestro confirmed an intrusion, though the accessed data was not sensitive. However, companies like Hertz Linfox and Arrow Electronics denied being impacted. Clop also listed Blue Yonder, which acknowledged a November ransomware attack but denied a link to the Clio vulnerability. Clio itself was also listed as a victim. The gang plans to add more victims on January 21st. A survey by .ie and SonicWall found that 73% of office workers feel their employer holds staff personally responsible for cybersecurity incidents, with 29% reporting someone was fired for causing a breach in the last year. Despite 60% believing employees aren't to blame for unintentional breaches, 50% of workers feel stressed about cybersecurity, and 64% would consider leaving their job if they caused a breach. Many workers are reluctant to report cybersecurity issues, citing embarrassment and fear of repercussions. Experts urge businesses to focus on collective responsibility, provide mental health support, and invest in training to improve cybersecurity culture. A US court has approved a return of 94000 Bitcoin, valued at over $9 billion, stolen from Bitfinex in a 2016 hack. The Bitcoin was recovered after the 2022 arrests of Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan, who laundered the stolen funds. The stolen Bitcoin, originally worth $72 million, had grown substantially in value by the time of its recovery. Bitfinex had implemented a recovery plan offering users BFX tokens to compensate for a 36% loss. Although users who lost funds were compensated, they are not considered legal victims in this case. The recovery follows the largest financial seizure in history by the US Department of Justice. That wraps up today's episode of Hacker Hacks. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow us for more insights on cybersecurity hacking incidents and how you can stay safe in the digital world. See you next time as we continue to unpack the latest threats and tech trends.